Welcome to the fourth day of the 2018 Windward Island School Games, as we have the first male volleyball encounter, Grenada versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And as you heard the chant, what do we want? Hot cup of tea. Certainly not in this weather.
Not at all. It is too hot. I think iced tea is what's needed right now?
Yeah, some really cold iced tea with a splash of lemon.
Well.
Or lime. Any one of those would do.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, starting lineup, ladies and gentlemen. For Team Grenada, we have wearing number 1, Jade Oliver. Wearing shirt number 2, Chad Phillip. Shirt number 3, Neil Peters. Number 4, Dishon Alexander, who is the libero. So, of course, as we stated earlier, he'll be in a different color to the rest of the team. Then we have number 6, Tevin Samuel. Number 7, Rishin, I am assuming. Number 8, Sherman. Number 9, Dwayne Walkers, who's the captain. Wearing number 10, Sean D. Lewis. Number 11, Leon Pancho. And number 12, Jamboree Collins. On the St. Vincent side, captain is Delshawn, better known as Del. Wearing number 3, Jamar Cooper, number 7. Enric Leos, number 1. Sandron Pelpish, I think, I'm not too sure. Wearing number 7 again. Damien John, number 2. Kamal Franklin, number 9. Deron Ross, number 4. Ronaldo Franklin, number 10. And Jay-Z Ryan, number 5. Coach Darrell Franklin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these teams are fairly new, as we have maybe at most 2 persons repeating for each team for both countries. The captain for St. Vincent, number 3, Mr. Delshawn, in fact, is played last year. The composition of the team is a bit different. We have taller players this year than last year, but we are expecting a lot from Team St. Vincent.
Yes, Team St. Vincent have some height, and I noticed on the first serve, he had a jump serve, which can be tricky to return if you have enough power and accuracy on it.
Now, personally, I am back in Team Grenada this morning.
Wow.
Yes, I am behind
Good
Team
take
Grenada.
by the libero there.
That is not the libero, young man. He is in the same color shirt as the rest of the team.
He appears to be the libero.
No, he just is very good at passing. There's a difference. Yes. So Team Grenada, that was Mr. Sean D, who is going back to serve.
As the score is now 3-2 in favor of Grenada.
Grenada usually has stepped up in volleyball over the years, so I am guaranteeing you that it's going to be a game. It's going to be quite a back and forth. As Team St. Vincent stepped up in 2010, coming for super side to play volleyball, taking home the championship for volleyball. Oh, and he succumbed to the
chance of in the net.
Yes, which
straight into the net. Playing on the psyche of the Grenadian player. Here comes the libero number 4.
Yes. Who are you supporting today?
I believe I'll go St. Vincent and the Grenadines. If we've noticed throughout the games, usually Grenada and St. Vincent plays the first match, and I believe Grenada has been the dominant team in all of those matchups, whether it be football, basketball, female volleyball, netball. Grenada has been showing up. So it's time for St. Vincent to fight back and take at least one.
And it seems that the jeering of the Vincentian coach is working against Team Grenada, and we are not too happy for that, because we are at a 1-point deficit and a back and forth, currently 5-4. The reception is exceptional for Team Grenada, and as you can see, the libero did his best.
Oh, what a block by Team St. Vincent.
He went. I do not know what he was thinking because he saw that they double blocked and they were prepared for him. He was supposed to work that ball and go around the block, but we will come back from that. Team Grenada, we're going to come back.
Caribbean Metals, we got you covered, guaranteed.
You did not just Caribbean Metals me.
Yes, I did. What a service by Team St. Vincent, as it was too powerful to return.
Mr. Leon found it difficult to send it back.
And another one of those powerful services.
And they are going to call a double on the
double on Grenada as the score moves to 7-5 in favor of St. Vincent. 7-5.
I have noticed that our setter is using underhand passes a lot rather than using his hands to set, but that's allowed just as fine.
Good take by the libero.
Nice placement.
Oh,
nice placement.
Off
and
the block.
He used the blockers just now. He expected them to go fishing, and that's just what they did. And he changed the direction of that ball, and it went straight into their court.
Now, let's not be caught fishing.
Well, y'all can't help it. Our players are just better. I'm sorry.
Trying to say Grenada is better than St. Vincent. Wow. Oh, what a hit. What a spike. Unable to contain by Grenada.
And we are the
out
first
of bounds.
technical timeout.
First technical timeout. 8-6 in favor of St. Vincent. Back from that technical timeout. St. Vincent looks to continue the dominant run that they have.
But we want to take it back. It's definite that Grenada will take back that lead. It will be a battle. It's all about communication and placement of the ball right now, because we can see that our opponents are both...
Oh, what a block. That was a single block. That was a great block there by Team Grenada.
Yes, but the recovery was great. As we previously stated, that the defense is great on both teams.
Oh, some good defense.
No communication is happening. You headed.
Oh.
And there's a net violation.
Oh, it was a net violation of Grenada. St. Vincent was unable to get that spike, but nevertheless getting the point on a net violation.
Team Grenada just needs to wake up. That was a beautiful pass, a little off target, but it's all about working the ball, which is what number 2 did. Took his time and placed that ball.
And what a block.
That was
another
a
net.
Swallow. No, it was
a
not.
Swallow. Oh, wow.
A swallow is what the term given to...
Swallow. Can you explain the swallow?
Yes, that is a term given when a spike passes between the blocker and the net.
Oh, understood. Oh.
And they are unable to bring it back up.
And that service is finally broken as Grenada moves to 7 and St. Vincent 10.
Oh, no.
And the chance of in the net continues to throw off the Grenadian volleyballers. They need to find a way to shake this off.
We definitely need to do that. Once again, that's supporters from St. Vincent, which is the team you're backing.
All right. In the net. And in the net it went.
Yes, it did. That was through the block, but however, there was a player there placed perfectly.
For that dig.
They're not...
lack of communication there by the 2 Grenadian players.
Definitely, like I said from the beginning, the communication has been a bit off for Team Grenada. I'm not too sure. I think it's first game jitters, but...
Possibly. It's only the first set and that service is way off. The score will go to 8-12.
I believe he was a bit confused by the lines on the court. There are 2 sets of yellow lines, so he might have thought...
Don't make excuses for him now. He should have known. He knows the dimensions of a volleyball court. In the net again. How many times will this happen?
Told him that it will
And
go
there's a
straight
timeout
over.
call by Grenada as the score is 8-13. We're back from a Grenadian timeout. Coach Grenada just pulling her team members or team players. Just telling them, hey guys, let's settle down, let's focus, don't mind what the crowd is saying, play your game.
I'm not too sure. I think you're on both sides right about now.
Why not? I could be on both sides. Just want to see a good competitive game of volleyball as it has been so far. What a hit!
He was placed behind the block. There was no way he would have gotten that block. He had to go to the left of the block right now in order to be perfectly placed, because the block supposedly is supposed to give you coverage over a certain part of the court, and they left it.
Yeah, great use
You heard
of
that
the court.
just now. You
Yep,
heard
that was clearly a double. It was
Yes, exactly.
clearly a double as the score moves to 8-15 in favor of St. Vincent. I remember you said usually the first team to 16 tends to win the set. St. Vincent is 1 point away from that as he serves the ball into the
And
net.
the captain, Del, just served the ball into the net.
He's doing a jump serve, so usually jump services tend to be iffy in terms of accuracy. You know, it's kind of like a give and go, or give and take, rather. Oh
My goodness.
and another error, very simple error. Again, it's extremely hot out here, so palms may be sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already, mom's spaghetti.
Eminem is not here. What are you
Eminem
doing?
isn't here. But yeah, we do have some sweaty palms out there.
By number 10, he was enjoying that serve a little too, that spike, sorry, a little too much.
Score moves 11-15 in favor of
Grenada.
Well, in favor of St.
Spike
Vincent.
style.
And that is way out. And Grenada continues with some questionable services. Timeout called. Back from the timeout as St. Vincent has a 16-11 lead over Grenada in the first set of this volleyball game. Ooh, right into the block, but the ball went out, so this will be St. Vincent's points, moving 12-16. And here comes Team St. Lucia as they play later against Dominica.
Actually, that was actually well placed by the hitter. He used what we call the blockers. He figured if he went hard, the ball is going to go out, and he did just as he wanted.
And we have a tip, so St. Vincent responds right back with a point.
And these are pretty clean passes. What happened is that Team Grenada is not making use of it.
Oh, and a single block, and he's feeling himself. He is feeling that block certainly as he flexed after making it 18-12 the score.
Come on,
St.
Team
Vincent is
Grenada.
rolling right now.
Come on, Team Grenada. Come on, Team Grenada. You can do this.
Perhaps they need some jab music right now to get them going.
They had some just now. Team St. Vincent was upset. They're like, DJ, what are you doing?
Perhaps St. Vincent needs to develop a more popular genre, as Grenada has the jab. St. Lucia has segment and a single block.
That was a block by one of the shortest players on the team.
He may be short, but he has some ups, some bunnies, like we would say, because he was up there on that block for sure.
Well timed, well executed.
Well anticipated.
And he would give a
nice little jump serve.
And there you hear the communication is coming because they realize that they are getting there. The libero is very effective right now.
Grenada is very vocal at the moment.
Yes, they are.
So is St. Vincent.
Not so much. Nice pickup.
Nice dig right there.
He was picked up.
He saw him coming and he was able.
That's like nothing. That's nothing for me. Let me show you how it's done.
I got this. Free ball for St. Vincent.
As you notice with the girls.
And this one is out. Clearly out.
The girls tend to do a lot more pushing. And then we have
14,
a timeout.
18. Timeout St. Vincent.
The girls tend to push a lot more.
Back from a timeout from Team St. Vincent. Team Grenada is about to serve. The score is 14-8 in this first set. Oh! What a hit. I think the ball, it went over the fence. Wow, such power.
If you listen well, you'll hear some taunting from Team St. Vincent to the physio of Team Grenada. I think that there is...
Oh, into the net. This is an ongoing battle, because one thing we've noticed, most of the team management of the various teams have actually been to the Windward Island games. So there's a possibility that those two team managements from St. Vincent and Grenada possibly went to multiple Windward Island games together.
Definitely.
So this battle has been brewing for years.
Definitely. And the setter is taking his time and ensuring that, he secures the service, because that is one of the only aspects of volleyball that you have full control over.
It's your own service.
Yep.
Oh! Nice little tip over. He was able to get down, but unfortunately.
Make sure that he was accurate. He realized that he was planted. Plant is the term given to a player when he is almost set in the spot that he is, unable to move at the spur of a moment.
Right. With the score now 20-16, St. Vincent will be looking to close this set. 5 points away from that.
No, that was...
And we have a tip over into wide open waters. Well, not waters, but wide open court of Grenada. Number 12, the setter tried to use his football skills, but was unsuccessful.
Come on, Team Grenada. There are many backing you.
Into the net, this service. As we have the score moving 17-21. I believe the scorer moved the wrong side. She did.
No. You could hear the teammates screaming just now. Come on, guys, the game is not done.
It's still really close.
That was
tip
too.
over,
that dink was
too predictable.
Yes, that is.
This is how you dink, and
why did he call?
There is a whistle.
That was it touched the antenna. I'm sorry.
Oh, it touched the antenna. Once the antenna is touched, the ball is automatically considered out of bounds, as we have another timeout.
Spice Isle is in need of some spice right now. They need to put a little more pep in their step, or else this set will be handed to Team St. Vincent. Sorry.
They need to put some pep in their heat, some spice in those spikes. Boom. And
he was up way too early. Number 2. He knew where it was coming, but he allowed enough time to figure out what he was going to do with him, because he went up
way too early. Now Del, number 3 for St. Vincent, is an experienced player. He has grown a lot since last year. Wow, that possibly would have been out. Oh, that would have been out also.
That was out. Would have been out. That was out.
Clearly he didn't know.
No, he knew, because he did hit his hand afterwards, but he was not sure.
It was more of a reflex.
Yes, it was.
Kind of response. 18-23, this set still isn't over. Grenada could still claw back.
Team St. Vincent, the supporters just told them, listen, we don't want no more free easy points. Serve good. Can you believe this?
And he did indeed. 24-18 in favor of St. Vincent. One more point. Out.
And he gave away game point.
A little bit too
captain. That was the captain for Team St. Vincent.
Maybe a little bit too much, too hyped, you know, trying to go for the kill and able to execute very well. 19-24. Still one more point. And that didn't even touch the net. And this concludes the first set of the game. St. Vincent taking it 25-19. Stay tuned. We are guaranteed 2 more sets rather, sorry.
No, you spoke well, right? 3 more sets, because Team Grenada is going to take a set, which would send us to 3 more sets.
So you believe. Stay tuned.
I am guaranteed.